Traditional Publishing versus Publishing by Ruby, who wrote The Ocean Callings. Now, my students often say to me that they want to be published. However, they're asking me the question whether self-publishing is actually a relevant and viable route. What's happened in the last few years, as we may have noticed, is that publishers seem to be following trends that are set by the market. So take, for example, there are some major teenage authors who recently have released books, and what's happened is they've used social media such as Facebook, Twitter, YouTube to promote their work and actually hit their up and coming audience. And what's actually happened is they've been rejected endlessly by traditional publishers, and in the end have actually reached a market, generated their own sale, and achieved far more than if they'd actually gone straight to the publisher. So what I think about this personally is it depends what you want. The benefits of a traditional publisher is you have the kudos, you have the name, you have professional editors, you have proofreaders, and there is a system. They have a structured system of order. The agent, which you have to acquire, takes your book to the publisher. The publisher then agrees it and sets an advance according to how much they believe you will sell. And then, once that happens, there is a full process of taking your work, editing it, reading it, re-editing it, and then making it ready for sales. There's also a PR person within that company, and there's going to be marketing. Now, depending on the expectation of your book will depend on the royalty percentage and the budget for your marketing. What maybe you may not realise is the publishing company has thousands of authors, all of whom have to be marketed. Now, unless this publishing company thinks you're the next big thing, you still have to stand out there, do your book signings, do your radio shows. The only difference is they can send your book for review to a magazine and have a direct contact. So with that in mind, you're still going to have to do your own promotion. So the self-publishing route, you can employ an editor that you like. However, you will spend money on the editor. You will have to find a proofreader you trust, again, a professional. However, you have the power to do it your way. You can have the cover designed. You can do everything your way and make it available to sell. And then how you start to market is simply start with your friends, get them to recommend, and it will get bigger and bigger. That is if it's a good book. And this is the key point here. A good book will sell as long as enough effort is put in and there's enough recommendation. You need reviews, you need people to pass you on, you need people to say that it's a great book and tell their friends, ideally through social media. And that is the truth. So either way, you will come out, either with sales or no sales. The difference is whether you want to go through a traditional route or go your own way. If you go your own way, this is where it gets interesting. The money that you make from your digital downloads will all be yours, apart from the percentage that goes to the provider. When you have a book published with a publishing company, you get a much smaller percentage and the book is actually sold at a greater price. But again, you have the kudos of a publisher and people are more likely to buy. Anyway, I will do a discussion on how we promote and how we market. But bear in mind, when you have finished your book, the question is traditional or self-made. Both have their benefits and both have an outcome. As long as your book is good, you will make sales as long as people know about you. And that is the key aspect. People need to know about you. If you like what I say, please share this with your friends. I'm the author of The Ocean's Callings, The Labyrinthine, and TheRichIdiot.com Dating. All of these are by Ruby. It can be found on Amazon. Thank you.